Nocturnal Animal. Nocturnal Animals is like the Hellraiser movies in the respect of the underlying lessons of you don't want to be somebody who has lingering guilt, lingering shame. Gotta be who you are. Unlike the next movie that's you're going to see a comment listed on my channel, which I guess has a couple of the same actors or something like that. The plot in this movie is really good. I mean, you got one good plot and another good plot, and they weave together well. When a person reads or views or whatever fiction, they identify. And this movie is an identification. Certain themes, certain hopes from real life are connected to a novel. And I mean, you don't just want to have revenge on people. Perhaps you give them an opportunity, or there's unresolved issues that come through this movie, but the events, relationships from years ago linger, and they have their continuing effects. Now, the more drastic of the plots is in regards to the fictional book. And the term nocturnal animal here is per se not its nature to stay up, but it becomes like second nature to stay up with one's worries and guilts and all that stuff. And there's a happiness out there that's waiting for you if you're not that sort of creature. Love matters. Art with a cause matters. Art with meaning, purpose, if you want to give a bit of a different word to a cause, that matters. And people can become, well, you say that, oh, you can't be this, like this, but perhaps they work that out in that way. And perhaps what we go through in life is necessary for us to become such and such a thing. It's not that per se we should be grateful for the horrible things that happen to us or anything like that, because or particularly if somebody's wronged us in particular, so there's horrible things that aren't things to fault anybody. But if you work out these themes that people do in fiction, that's what oracle reading is all about. It's not that you're per se making things up, it's that you're forming connections of possibilities. Now, if you say, I have thrown this, and I have shuffled this, and therefore I know the unseen and all that. No, that's not what I'm saying you should do. But I'm saying the different aspects of who you are, about what you encounter externally, that these are things that are connected to these themes, either divination or fiction or whatnot. They're rather than confusing you about reality, it's indulging in reality. But let yourself be in charge of it. Use it as a way to figure out and get beyond, you know, this body, this mind, this, you know, the material and the psychological. Turn that into your temple that you're operating, instead of identifying with it and letting everything drag you along. Because certainly when people write fiction, they are putting their own values, have your own values. And when you're in a relationship with other people of any sort, you're not the same person. You don't have to be the same on everything.